You are probably going to hate me for saying this, but somebody got to say it. You eat too much. You eat way too much, and your scalp and hair is paying the price. Tap in. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. Let me get my, okay, you guys, welcome in, welcome in. So today we are talking about the fact that you're not going to like that I'm saying it, but you eat too much and your scalp and your hair is paying the price, okay? Welcome in. Sorry about that. You guys, welcome in, welcome in. So today, and y'all not going to like that. You're not going to like it. I'm just tell you right now, you're not going to like it. But if you don't care about your hair and you don't care about your health, this is not where you want to be. You don't want to be here because I'm going to hold you accountable, okay? So, you eat too much. You eat too much. Not only are you eating too much, but you're eating too much of the wrong things. And your scalp and your hair is paying the price. Your scalp and your hair is paying the price, okay? So the first thing we're going to talk about is how. And then I'm going to give you something to think about as a solution, okay? Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Peace, love, and blessings. If you do not care about your health and you do not care about your hair, you don't want, this is not where you want to be. If you want to look at me, that's fine. That's fine too. But you eat too much, all right? And your hair and your scalp is paying the price. Your body paying the price too. But for now, we're talking about your scalp and your hair, all right? A lot of us are having hair loss. We're having thinning. We're having shedding. We're having balding. We're having scalp issues, psoriasis, itchiness, and we're looking around like, what's happening and what's going on? You eat too much. You eat too much. And this is how eating too much affects you, okay? It affects you definitely in two ways, right? Think about when you're going to work out at the gym, a lot of people may eat before you go to the gym, right? But what you don't realize is that your gut, anytime your gut is working, it's taking energy. You are an electrical, energetic being, and your gut absorbs a lot of energy, right? So anytime your gut is working so hard, it's taking energy from everywhere else in your body. That's why they say when you go to the gym, don't eat, especially anything heavy before you go to the gym. Anything that your gut has to work so hard to digest, because your gut is going to be too focused on digesting food and not building muscle and not losing weight, right? So that's one. But two, here's the big one. Here's the big one. You are not eliminating enough. You are not eliminating enough, all right? Whether that's through sweating, whether that's through bowel movements. So what's happening is, and this is what you don't know, what's happening is 4 things is happening when you do not eliminate. When you're eating all this food, for example, you're eating 3 meals a day, you're having 2 snacks, and you didn't work out and you didn't get on the toilet for 3 times in that day or 2 times in that day and work out, a combination of 3 things, it's getting trapped in your body. All right. What happens when it gets trapped in your body? Nutrients. You start having a problem with nutrient absorption. When things are stuck in your body, you start having a problem with absorbing iron, calcium, zinc, all of the essential vitamins and minerals that you need for like optimum hair growth and scalp functionality. All right. 2, toxic buildup. We are taking in a ton of toxins through our food. So not only are you eating too much and taking in all of these toxins, but you're eating too much of the wrong foods. They got a ton of toxins, and what happens is those toxins get reabsorbed into your bloodstream, and it causes what you call oxidative stress and inflammation. And anytime you got inflammation in your body, you are at risk for a bunch of things, not just hair loss, not just scalp issues. Okay. So the next thing that happens is hormonal imbalance. When you're not eliminating as much as you are eating, now you start creating a hormonal imbalance, and your hair growth is tied to hair growth, okay? So your gut, where's my phone doing this? Your gut has microbiome in it that helps regulate estrogen. Estrogen is tied to hair growth, all right? So when you got too much in your gut that your gut has to continue to focus on, you start spilling over into something called estrogen dominance. And this single-handedly is tied to hair loss. So if you're losing hair, like, that's why I say, like, people say, oh, 150 to 150 strands is normal. There is a such thing as normal shedding, right? There is a such thing as normal shedding. But a lot of us aren't shedding normally. Our lifestyle is playing a huge role in how much we are losing. And if you want hair growth, if you want thickness, you have to de-shed. You have to position yourself to where you are not shedding as much, if that makes sense, okay? And then the last thing is, when you're not eliminating, when you're just eating, you're not working out, you're not breaking no kind of sweat, you're not having bowel movements as much as you used to. Somebody got to talk about it. Somebody got to say it, because we have no idea that this is affecting us. Then your body start creating cortisol, stress, like real stress. And so cortisol will send a signal to your hair follicle, and it will tell your hair follicle, stop everything. Stop what you're doing. So if your hair follicle cells are not producing, if they're not growing, if they're not moving, they're dying. This is another reason why you have premature shedding. Like, your hair will be shedding so much more than it. Like, I know there are some of you guys on here that feel like, okay, in moment times in your life, you feel like, I'm losing way more hair than I'm normally used to losing. A lot of times that's tied to the fact that you're eating too much. You're eating too much, and you're not eliminating as much as you eat. Okay, so this is why it's important. That's why you guys that see me on the feed, you will see me working out. Now I'm about to tell you what I do. But even with what I do, I still try to break a sweat. I still try to move my body, even if it's just walking for 10 minutes, walking for 15 minutes, will work wonders for your mental health, your physical health, your hair, every part about your whole existence. Just moving your body is a must, okay? It also helps produce those feel-good hormones. Dopamine, for example, as one of them, okay? So, I'm going to tell you that I don't only know this, I actually experienced this. There was a time when I was younger, much younger, up until about 2012, when if you know me, you've been here for a while, you know that I went through a near-death experience back in 2012. So I was hospitalized for 3 months. Hi, everybody. If you're joining me, this is Abra McPhil. Sorry, I know some of you guys have been here, and some of you guys are new. So I'm Abra McPhil. I'm Hair Growth Capital of the World CEO, American Medical Certified Trichologist. I tie a holistic approach. I take a holistic path to helping you to have high functioning scalp and hair. And then I teach hair pros all over the world also how to help you attain the hair growth that you want. All right. So nobody can sit in my seat. There is nobody. I don't believe there is anybody probably on this planet, I feel like I can say, that can sit in my seat here. Okay, so let me tell you. So I used to have an issue with elimination, right? High school up until 2012. At some point, my body said, enough is enough. I'm exhausted. Had a very slow metabolism, Now, everybody's body is different. So you may eat something. I don't eat meat, but let's say, I am Gina B. Let's say you ate meat and I ate meat today, right? You may eliminate it by the end of the day, but I may not eliminate it until 3 or 4 days from now, right? There are a lot of us that have slow metabolism who have low functioning digestive systems. You got to know your body, and you got to make the decisions that's going to support your body. This is why I don't eat meat. This is why I don't eat dairy. There's a lot of drugs. There's a lot of antibiotics. There's a lot of steroids. There's a lot of chemicals. There's a lot of mucus, there's a lot of sickness in meat because it's not as regulated as it used to be, right? 60, not 60, there are way more people, 66% more people who are sick today than 1% compared to 50 years ago. That has a lot to do with the fact that these meat factories are not being regulated. That's a whole nother topic because I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just, at this point, I've already kind of went over the fact that I'm bringing to your attention that you eat too much and that you don't have to eat that much. And if you're eating too much of the wrong things, that's even worse, and how it's tied to your low functioning scalp or your low functioning hair growth. In order to have hair growth, you have to prevent yourself from losing it. But not eliminating as much as you're eating is causing toxic buildup. It's causing an issue with nutrient absorption. It's causing hormonal issues, and it's causing a lot of stress. And all four of those things are affecting the way your hair performs. All right. So now I'm just pretty much telling you my story, how I used to have a very low functioning metabolism. Slow metabolism, low functioning digestive system. My body does not digest things fast at all, but some people body digest things really fast. And so I think back to, man, like I went years like that, high school to about 30 when I almost lost my life. I was hospitalized for 3 months. I know food had something to do with it. I got the flu, tonsillitis, and pneumonia all at the same time. My body was tired. Some people don't make it. I thought I was not going to make it. So I know that the food played a role, especially because I had a ton of food sitting in my system, all right? You either have to be working out daily, breaking sweats, or you have to be eliminating through bowel movements. Somebody got to tell you. Somebody got to bring this to your attention because you don't know this. And we walking around and we just don't have a clue of what's going on. And we so focused, wondering like, why are we having these scalp issues? Why is my hair shedding? Why is my hair not growing? And this plays a major role in it, all right? So I was just telling you guys how I had an issue with not eliminating, right? And then at the time, like more so younger, I mean, I would go 2 weeks when I was like in high school and like, after graduating from high school. I can remember like it was, because I used to think this can't be normal, right? And now that I think about it, I was just, as an entity, was so low functional. Like I thought that maybe because I ran track, I went to college for track, I still worked out a little bit. I really thought to some degree that I was healthy then. I really thought that. How naive. Like I really thought that I was healthy. That's how I know, that's how I can come here and I can speak about this, because I know a lot of you guys aren't thinking about this, right? And so I tie this holistic health approach to high functioning scalp and hair, but in order to do that, I have to enlighten you. There is nothing more transformational than enlightenment. All right. So my hair suffered also as well. I never had hair as long as I have. If you've been following me, I went from a mohawk in 2016. But before that, first of all, I cut my hair off I cut my hair off in 2012 when I was on my deathbed, what I thought would be a deathbed. I cut my hair off because my hair wasn't functioning. Of course, my body shut down. It gave up because for so long I had been eating too much. I'm eating breakfast, I'm eating lunch, I'm eating dinner, I'm eating snacks in between. Like I'm eating. Our body was not even made to eat that much. Our body was not even made to eat that much, but we're going to get into that in a second. Okay, so my hair suffered a lot. I never had hair as long as like people see me and they be like, oh, you're mixed, or first of all, I'm not mixed. All right. Oh, your genetics is a gun. All right. But you got to pull a trigger in order to have any kind of effect. All right. I don't know why y'all keep hiding behind this genetic. Oh, my mother had cancer. Oh, it's genetic. So I'm going to have cancer. What? I ain't getting no cancer. I don't care what. My mom, my grandmother, her mother, I don't care what they had. I'm in control of my body. I make the decisions to help support my body. And what I want is vitality, and I want my health to be at its best. And that's exactly what I'm going to get. But you can't say that and then your actions don't support that. Right? So I'm here to just hold you accountable, to give you something to think about. All right? And so today, I just want to tell you guys, so let me tell you about this. So one of the solutions that I think that you guys need to start thinking about implementing, researching, is fasting. So if you follow me, you see some of the content I put out, I talk about fasting because it's really, 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 really important. It's actually life-saving. It's actually life-saving. Okay? So I'm going to focus on one benefit, though, of fasting. Because right now we're talking about high-functioning scalp, high-functioning hair. But know that anything that I recommend, guide you to do, is going to automatically help your health. That's the beauty of being here, right? That is the beauty of being here. You're focused on your hair, but really it's being a vessel, used as a vessel to help your health. Ain't nothing like feeling good, and there's nothing like looking good, but there's really nothing like feeling good. And if you got the two, you living your best life, right? So one of the benefits of fasting, and this is really just from a 13 to 15 hour fast, you can get to 13, 15 hours, 8 hours is sleep time, right? Is human growth hormones. Human growth hormones. Human growth hormones single-handedly can heal your scalp issues, can heal your hair issues, can heal your skin issues, can heal your muscle issues, can help with bone issues. Human growth hormone, what is human growth hormone? So when we were younger, okay, at one point in time you were 5, right? But now you're 35 or 25 or 15 or 45. How do you think that you got there? You got there because of human growth hormones. But what happens is if your human growth hormones hit a peak and then they start dying off. So that's why we stop growing. They got to die off or we'll be giants. Right? Think about it, right? So human growth hormones are really, really important. They are vital. They are youthful. They are energetic. They are about that life. All right? And when you don't have those, you don't get no action. That's why a lot of us losing hair. That's why a lot of us skin jacked up. That's why a lot of us are balding or shedding, thinning, because we don't have human growth hormones to support us. Why? Because we're eating too much. We're not giving our body enough time to produce them. Okay? So when you refrain from eating for 13, 15 hours, which is not that unreasonable, it's really not that unreasonable to do. 8 hours is in your sleep. Okay? Your body produces human growth hormones. People pay thousands of dollars for 1 gram of hormone. Just 1 gram of hormone. Fake hormones. You can produce them single-handedly on your own just by refraining from eating for 13, 15 hours. If you're just not joining in, welcome you guys. We are talking about the fact that you eat too much and how your scalp and your hair is paying the price for it. So while you're trying to find all the best products, which my products are absolutely going to help you. But I think that once it helps you, you need to learn how to sustain the results. Or you're going to go back to where you were. So you can't use our products, get the results, and then go back to what you was doing. It's not how it works. I wish it was that simple. I wish it was that easy. But that's not how it works. Yeah. You're eating too much, okay? So fasting is something that is so important. I think it's important to know, you guys, that we still have the genetics of Paleolithic beings. Y'all don't know this. Let me tell you something that y'all don't know, okay? We still have the genetics of Paleolithic beings from millions of years ago. Paleolithic beings did not eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. They did not do that. They had to go hunt for their food. That's the only way they got food. They wasn't hunting in the morning, in the evening. Do you know, in the afternoon? Do you know how much energy it takes to hunt? to find food. It takes a lot of energy, right? They definitely wasn't going out at night, because if they went out at night, they was going to get eaten. They were going to get eaten. We still have that genetic makeup. At some point, our food system turned to agriculture, right? Because the population was growing. So they start creating a lot more food. That's when they started to kind of introduce a little bit of, well, back then they grew our food organically, but then at some point they start to use all these chemicals on it that infects your endocrine systems, that affects your hormones. All right. And then we went into industrialized ways of making food. That's when they started making food in the laboratory. That's when they created flour. When they created flour, that's when we really started getting sick. That's when we really started getting sick, okay? So my point here is that we were not conditioned, our genetic makeup is not made for us to really eat that much. Second, think about this. Think about this. You were conditioned to believe, you eat when you're not even hungry. Think about that. Think about it. You eat when you're not even hungry. Think about it. Think about that. And I'm feeling like some of you on here is going to, a light bulb is going to go off. Like, and it's going to hold you accountable. Like, you're going to go and try to put all this food in your body, but you're going to be like, you know what? I'm not even that hungry. That's really all you got to do is ask yourself. Yes. What do they call it? God, what is it in the Bible? It's over indulgent. They actually, in the Bible, it's actually sin to overeat. What is it called? Oh my God. Why did I draw a blank, y'all? I hate that. Forget it. But yeah, and if you want to bring the Bible into this, yes, the Bible says it's a gluttony. There you go. Thank you. Who is that? Quality 360. Yes. Do you know in the Bible it is a sin to eat too much? It's a sin to eat. And gluten, interesting. It is a sin to actually eat too much, right? But it's actually not healthy for you. So think about this. This actually holds me. So I'm just kind of sharing you guys today what I do. I'm a frequent fasting is a part of my lifestyle. Fasting is a part of my lifestyle. I cannot believe how sick I used to be. And I was young and healthy. I thought I was young and healthy. But I was so sick. Like, a lot of us are sick and don't even know we're sick. Because we all have different, what you call like pain tolerance. A vitality pain tolerance. Right? Like, we may have the same body and the same things are going on in our body, but you may feel it before I feel it because my tolerance is higher, if that makes sense, right? So I am a frequent faster. Yes, I fasted. The highest fast I've done was 7 days, no water, no food, or 7 days with just water. That's the longest I have gone. I do have intentions on going longer at some point, but I'm going to do that when my body leads me to do it, when my spirit, my guidance leads me to do it. I just don't just hop into it because it's a very much spiritual process as well. All right. There is no way that you can't connect higher. There is no way that you do not get downloads when you do fasting, right? Because you're clearing out all of the drugs, all of the mucus and the parasites out of your body that's controlling your thoughts. All right. So I'm a frequent faster. I started fasting back in 2014. If you're just now joining me, 2012 was when my body shut down. It just had enough. I was eating too much. I was eating the wrong things. I was just food. It wasn't good. I was eating a lot of sugar, a lot of processed foods. I had a normal American diet. I ate fast food sometimes. I ate meat. You know, it was a mix of everything, right? But I did think I was healthy at the time. And my body completely shut down. And since then, I was like, when you face death, it's one of the most enlightening experiences that you can ever have when you face death in the way that I did. And I was like, okay, what is that one thing that I could do that if I did that one thing, it would just help everything else? I wanted to be free. I wanted to have more peace. I wanted to have more joy. I wanted to have more energy. I wanted to just operate on my highest vibrational level, right? Who doesn't want that, right? I hate that it took me almost dying to realize that. This is why I come on here and I talk to you guys about these things, because I don't want you to have to be diagnosed with cancer, be diagnosed with diabetes, be sick of, not knowing how to handle flu and COVID and pneumonia. Your body can't repair it, and now you're facing death. Like, I don't want you to have to wait until that point to realize these things, right? So 2014 is when I changed my eating habits. I stopped eating meat. I stopped eating dairy. I just really strive to eat as healthy as possible. But I know meat and dairy did not serve me. You may be okay with meat and dairy in moderation if you have a high metabolism and if you work out a lot, right? But me, my metabolism was not that great. It was very low functional, very slow, all right? And I think that was a part of my genetic makeup, just a slow metabolism. As on my dad's side, there's a lot of heavier set family members, right? So you got to look at your family history. You got to assess your body, observe, step outside of your body and observe, because sometimes you can't really see when you're in it. You got to step outside of it and look at yourself. Like, if you're not happy with yourself, if you know that you don't feel good, you just gonna sit there and keep doing the same things over and over again? I wasn't gonna do that. So I changed my eating habit, but I really took it a step further when I started learning how to fast. There's this book called The Mucusless Diet Healing System. The Mucusless Diet Healing System. It talks about plant-based eating. It talks about detoxing. It talks about fasting. And when I first got into fasting, it was hard. It was very hard. But my why kept me grounded. Like, yeah, it was hard, but I was going to conquer it because I had my why. I didn't want to die. And it even wasn't really, you know what? I'm not even going to say, like, if it's meant for me to go, it's meant for me to go. I'm in a place of surrenderance that much. But my vitality, I don't want to suffer. I don't want to suffer because of the choices that I made. I don't want to suffer. Like, if I'm going to go, just let me go. But how I was for 3 months on a hospital bed like that, 105 fever for 12 days straight, couldn't walk, couldn't eat, lost 45 pounds. And when I was able to put my feet on the ground and walk four steps, I felt like I ran a marathon. No, I don't want that. I definitely don't want that. And so intermittent fasting is a huge part of my lifestyle. Like, if you don't know, I moved to Bali about a month and a half ago. And when I first got here, obviously, I'm excited. I'm eating. I probably ate like 2 times in a day, which was too much for me. Way too much for me. I'm not used to eating that much. And I had to pay the price. But I also know how to heal myself from that too, right? Anytime you have backup in your system, and some of us got things in our system from 20 years ago, you're going to have a problem with absorbing nutrients and irons and minerals and stuff that you need for hair and your body. You're going to have a problem with hormonal imbalance, which is directly tied to hair loss. You're going to have a problem with toxicity and toxic buildup, which gets reabsorbed into your bloodstreams, cause inflammation and oxidative stress. And you're going to have a problem with cortisol because your body is stressed out. And it's going to send signals to your hair follicle and tell it to die and tell it to stop. Okay? So anytime you have that backup like that, that's what you're faced with. And so you have to know how to heal yourself. Because what's going to happen is if you don't take any kind of action, you're going to get sick. And you're going to have to go to a doctor for them to put you on medication, which is going to make you even more sick. You don't think so. You don't know that. But that's how it works. You're trading off something. You're trading off what you currently have for something new that is an effect, that is a result of you taking the medication. All right. So I'm just trying to give you something to think about it. Of course, if you need help, comment start for my hair growth and wellness guide. I do talk about fasting. I break down a lot of things as it pertains to nutrition and fasting, how to get started, how to break it, what not to do. for women, things that you should consider before fasting and things like that. You can also join my subscription as we are about to start diving more into fasting. Hello, Jassy Nicole. So Jassy Nicole 01 is, she a part of my subscription family, but she is also a student right now. And so she's working on her certification for my 6-month sewing system. And she's not playing. And she's out of San Antonio, Texas. So, yes, you guys, so right now in Bali, I only eat 1 time a day. I can't eat more than 1 time a day. How? Like, once your body gets access to the secret, it's going to make these decisions for you. Like, you don't have to use your mind and force your mind to do these things like in the beginning you do, because you have to go to rehab. That's what fasting is. It's rehab. Because you got a lot of drugs, you got a lot of parasites, you got a lot of mucus in your organs, right? Man, when you fat, it can literally say, it is actually proven that if you did a 7-day water fast, and I'm not telling you to do that right now. If you're not a frequent faster, I would probably try 3 days at water fasting to start, right? I had to start, I started smaller, right? I started with intermittent fasting, going 13 to 17 hours without eating. And then I started with a 3-day fast. And then I went to a 5-day and 7-day. Okay. I actually lost 40 pounds without even trying to lose 40 pounds. And I got 3 kids. I have 3 kids, 19-year-old, 15-year-old, and 3-year-old. And being heavy and being thick is in my genes. Okay. I was given the thick gene, the thickest of the thick gene. Okay. So if I eat crazy, my body is going to hold on to all of the toxins, all of the fat, all of that. My body going to hold on to it. All right. So once I got to Bali, the first 2 weeks I'm excited. I'm trying all different type of food. I'm a plant-based eater. My life is easy. I'm just pulling up, getting nice fresh meals for $2, right? That's another live. I've done a live about that before. And I got out of hand. I was eating 2 times a day. I don't eat that much no more. And I had an elimination issue, but the difference between me and you is that I know how to correct it. And it was correct fast, right? Hot tea, working out. I have what you call I have these rebound boots. Some of you guys may see me jump on these in my content or in my subscription. I'll be jumping on these in my subscription. Which help drain your lymphatic system and which helps with your digestive system. Baby, look, I was like, something ain't right. And that's another thing, paying attention to your body. When I ended up on a hospital bed for 3 months, I was not paying attention to my body. When I think back, I know my body was yelling like, hey, I'm here, pay attention to me. Comment Amazon if you want those rebound boots, jump boots. Comment Amazon if you want those. But my body was like, hey, I'm here, pay attention. Listen to, like, I'm hurting. I need help. And to a point where it said, all right, I'm done. You're not paying attention to me? I ain't gonna pay attention to you. Shut down, light switch off. Ended up in the hospital bed. So now I pay attention to my body. So I'm up here eating 2 times a day, right? Now I'm backed. My digestive system is not used to that. But I know how to correct it. I will get on them jump boosts so fast, and I would drink hot lemon water. Not even tea. Water. I'll have tea in the morning, tea in the evening. But while I'm jumping, I drink like hot key lime water, right? And then obviously I go without eating for a long period of time. Like however long it takes, right? So I instantly know when something not right. I know when nutrients are not absorbing. I know when something is off hormonally because I'm not eliminating. Or I know when there's toxicity. I can feel it right away. So this is what I'm trying to get you to do. And this is why I feel like you may want to join my subscription, because these are the things that I talk about, they get to kind of see my lifestyle, like things pop up, because I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect at all. You know, things are going to pop up, but learning how to master life in your body and listening to your body is the biggest gift, the biggest skill you can have. A lot of us are moving around here and we're in a matrix. We are in a matrix. Another live. That's for another live. Okay. But, so I wanted to hop on here just to kind of share that with you all and think about that. You don't have to eat that much. And I think that if you started implementing intermittent fasting, like right now, like even like the last week, I'll have fruit first. So I'll have water in the morning or tea in the morning, right? And then probably about 10 a.m., I'll have a fruit. 10, 11 a.m., I'll have some fruit. So, well, let me remind you, my last meal was like 4 p.m. 4 p.m. yesterday. So when I wake up in the morning, 7 a.m., nuts are good. Nuts are really good. And seeds. I'll wake up in the morning at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., I'm not rushing to go put a piece of bacon in my mouth. I'm not rushing to go put dead food into my mouth. If you want vitality, if you want to function at your best, if you want to be the best full version of yourself, you need to start paying attention to your temple. And putting dead food in your mouth when you first wake up is not conducive to your health. It's not conducive to you being like a high functioning person throughout the day. To be able to stand your ground, hold your peace, find your joy. It affects you. So, and you also got to think that when you're sleeping, your body is working extremely hard when you're asleep. Pay attention to this. Pay attention to this, what I'm about to say here. When you're sleeping, your body is working really, really, really hard. All right. That's when your body is working to build your your immunity system. That's when your body is working to support your digestive system. Right. So your body did all this work for you to make it do more work when you wake up and put dead food in your mouth. So I think it's highly, if you don't do anything else, even if you don't change anything else about what you do in your daily life when it comes to eating, don't let dead food be the first thing that you put in your mouth. Eat live foods. I recommend everybody eat fruit in the morning when you wake up. Watch how much of a difference it's going to make in your life. Eat you some fruit. Because if you put dead food in your mouth, it's almost like running a marathon, right? Follow me. It's almost like running a marathon. After that marathon, you are exhausted. Your body cannot do anything else. Nothing else. You are tired. All you want is water. You may even want to eat at some point. Maybe have some ice cream, some icy or something, right? That's what your body really, really wants. But when you put dead food in your mouth first thing when you wake up in the morning, it's almost like making you do another marathon without water, without food, without your icy. If that makes sense, right? So you want to put live foods in your body when you first wake up. Your cells need it. Your cells need that. It needs it, okay? It will have you releasing 2 times per day. That's good. Let me see. What you say before that? I'm not sure what you said before that, but fruits are good. Fruits got a lot of fiber. Fruits contain a lot of H2O3. H2O3 oftentimes is more hydrated than H2O because it's H2O3 is fruit water, and fruit water stays in your body for a long period of time, much longer than water. Water goes through in and out. Fruit water stay in your body because it takes longer to digest. All right, so you're getting optimum hydration. You're getting cell rejuvenation when you eat fruit in the morning. Stop eating bacon and bread and eggs and donuts in the morning, please. And watch what happens. So that's what, that's kind of my life, and my body supported me on that. I no longer even have to think about doing that anymore. It's not even a thought. My body now is programmed. Your body is highly intelligent. My body is programmed, and I'm programmed to listen to it. I'm doing what my body tells me to do. I'm not eating if I'm not hungry. If I'm not hungry, I'm not eating. Pay attention to that. We're conditioned to eat when we're not hungry because we were told and made to eat when we weren't hungry. Thank you, Mo Hair Grow Hair. Thank you so much. Coconut water is outstanding. I drink coconut water every day here in Bali. Every day. Every chance I get, I'm cracking a coconut. I got a coconut tree in front of my house. I got a papaya tree in front of my house. I got a banana tree in front of my house. Coconut is good, but I know in the States it's kind of really hard to get access to that. So, but coconut water is really great. Any fruit water from watermelon, water from cantaloupe, water from apples. Apples have a ton of water. Grapes. But keep in mind that if you're pre-diabetic or diabetic, you want to stay away from high glycemic index fruits. You want to stay away from high glycemic index fruits like mango and pineapple, even grapes. You know, you want to stick to apples, plums, peaches, pears. Okay. So whenever I don't eat when I wake up, I have more energy than a horse until about 2 p.m. Who is that? Flame 2444. Okay. You all are not giving yourself enough time to even be aware of what your body can do when you don't eat. People say, oh, breakfast is the most important thing. It's amazing what this world has done to program us. Propaganda ain't no joke. Propaganda is no joke. It is no joke how we are programmed. How we are programmed on wrong information that don't support our body. It's really sick. It's really sick. But I'm not even gonna get into that. That's why you need to join my subscription, because I feel like Instagram, when I really start going deep, I feel like Instagram pick it up. Shut me off. I feel like Instagram do not want something in the algorithm do not want me to give you the sacred wisdom. I'm gonna tell you right now, it don't want me to give it to you. So any chance you got to hear me talk, take it, okay? It's just so much that I know. But a lot of us that know this much have to create more private communities in order for you to get it, because that's just how it's set up. The world does not want you to know the truth, okay? So we talked about a lot today. Thank you so much for joining in. As always, I'm honored that you're here. You could be doing anything else, but you're here with me. And I'm sure it's evening time where you are, so I really, really appreciate that. But today, if you're just now joining, I always post the replays. Please go back and watch the replays. I feel like if you're on here right now, you more than likely care about your health. You more than likely care about your health. Because people don't care about their health, don't listen to me. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Okay? I think it's important for you, to go back and watch this live. A lot of times, because I tie this holistic health approach path to high functioning scalp and hair, there's a lot of benefits that actually help with vitality, in your life. It can help you actually save your life. It can actually help you save your life. And so if you hop on a live and you're in the middle of it or the end of it, I can guarantee you missed something that's important. That's imperative in order for you to be vital, right? And be the best full version of you. And this is my biggest belief. I don't believe that you can be the best full version of yourself with a low functioning temple. That's just my belief. That is just my belief. Because I've seen it and I've experienced it. How? When there's drugs in the food. Fasting is important, y'all. Fasting is so important. It is my life. It is my lifestyle. I talk about it a lot. I actually just ran into... I've ran into a couple of people here. One in particular that was very touching. Even that came up, and he'd been sick, had this nerve issue that a lot of people, that no one can solve. He'd been experiencing it for a very long time, right? And just in a restaurant here in Bali, just started talking and fasting came up. I can't talk about healing without talking about fasting. How I'm not dumbing myself down for nobody. Okay? We're going to talk about the truth here. You tell me something wrong with your physical body and that you never fasted before and you doing this and paying all this money, $1,000 here, doing this, doing that, going here, and you never try fasting, you're going to try fasting and be like, all of this time I could have just refrained from eating and that would have helped me. Some people have to do it longer than others though. Like the first level of healing, real healing, like you get a lot of benefits from fasting, but the first level of healing doesn't really break into after the third day. Like real healing, like healing, cellular healing doesn't start till the third day. And the second level is not until the 7th. The third is not until the 14th. Ultimate healing, like full body, every cell touched and healed, 21 days. I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't even gotten there yet. But I talked to a lot of people that have, and I've read a lot of books that have, of people that have, and that and that do this for a living and work with customers and clients for a living with this, and even doctors. So 7 days has been, so I'm still on my journey, which is why I would love for you guys to join my subscription, because, you know, it's a journey, baby. It is a journey to being your best full version of yourself. And like seeing that, because you see that person that you want to be. You know the person that you want to be. See, the problem is you think it's all the way, it's over there somewhere. It's really in front of you. It's just about finding the things that's blocking you from being it, from touching her or him, right? That's it. It's not far in the sky. It's some unreachable place that you can't get to. It's already there. Something just blocking it. And you got to figure out what that is. All right? And so that's what I talk about. I don't like to see you, feel you, and I feel blockage. Because if you're blocked, I know that you're not being your best self. I know that you're not living your best life. I know that you don't have the peace that you need. I know that you don't have access to the joy that you need. I know that love is probably questionable. I know that. And that's how I move. So thank you guys so much again for joining me. Again, if you want to look into, learn more, a little bit more about fasting, I talk about fasting in my hair growth and wellness guide. Comment start. I also have resources in there too. 3 doctors, since you guys like to, you know, I think you guys take it in a lot more when it's a doctor that is talking about fasting. So I have some really good resources in there that tie you into some videos and stuff that doctors are proving this now. And then a lot of other pertinent information, because this is not something that you just jump into. You have to be knowledgeable. You have to learn it first before doing it, right? Or join my subscription it's something that I talk about. Like the other day I ate some pasta. I ate pasta. I don't really eat pasta, but my daughter eats pasta. My daughter's a very picky eater, and she doesn't eat meat or dairy also, right? So sometimes I have to get pasta just to make it work, whatever, right? And I was telling my subscription family how I gave myself permission to eat pasta because we had already did like a 15-17 hour fast, right? But I also said that we were eating about 2-3 o'clock, and I also let them know, okay, then I can't eat for the rest of the day, because pasta takes very, very, very long to digest. And so, you know, I kind of showed them what I did, like, for the rest of that day. So just stuff like that, because sometimes you just need a community. You need more guidance, and it's only $9.99. And people pay me $500 to talk for an hour, you know, to just kind of help guide them for an hour one-on-one. So I think it's genius, honestly. I'm really trying to build community here, because I know some of you guys need a little bit more assistance and guidance. But you also get to see me in Bali, how I moved across the world. And it's still early. I haven't even really started talking about really breaking that process down. Like, of course, they've seen me every day, every step of the way, from getting on the plane, or even before that, packing up, moving and stuff, getting on the plane, getting to Bali, finding a home, finding, resources, all of that, all the food and stuff. People I've been running into, my daughter's school and this and that and all this stuff. There's communities here, but I'm gonna like start diving more deep. We're going deeper in my subscription. We're going deeper. I'll say that. We're going deeper. Not wide, we're going deep. All right. So yeah, consider it. And I look forward to seeing some of you guys there. But otherwise, if you're just coming in, make sure you go and watch the live. Do something. If you do nothing, you gain nothing. If you feel blocked, if you feel like your hair and your scalp is not functioning properly, or the way you want, or deserve or desire, if you feel like your body is not functioning properly, if you feel tired, if you're sick, if you're on medications, if things about your entity is not functioning properly, you deserve to be functioning at a very high level. You deserve peace. You deserve joy. You deserve love. You deserve all of those things. You don't just deserve great hair, okay? You deserve more than that, right? So I would highly suggest questioning. If you're not hungry, don't eat. Only eat when you just start there. Only eat when you're hungry. And when you do eat, don't eat dead food. When you first introduce food to yourself in a day, don't eat dead food. Eat live food that's going to help support your cells. Okay, you need live food. So fruit, I don't put food in my mouth. I haven't did that in so many years. And if I have done it, I feel off. I feel all the way off. Break your fast when you wake up in the morning with some fruit. I promise you're going to notice a difference. I promise you're going to notice a difference. My pleasure, my pleasure. So just 2 things. I'm giving you guys 2 things. And it's not that much I'm asking. I know that you're capable. I know this is feasible for you to do. Don't worry about long fasts and don't stress yourself out about that. I will challenge you to start looking into it. Look on YouTube. Get my hair growth and wellness guide, right? Start reading about it, right? So you can start programming your mind. But just do 2 things. I'm asking you to do 2 things. You want to see improvement in your hair and your shedding. You want to reduce the amount of hair you shedding. You want to see better scalp condition, better skin condition, better hair growth, better body functioning. You losing fat more. All of those things. I'm asking you to do 2 things. Just 2. If you're not hungry, don't eat. Easy, right? If you're not hungry, break out from the conditioning of just eating without paying attention to your body. Don't eat if you're not hungry. And see what happens. See what happens. See how long you can go. Right? Second thing, when you do eat, don't eat dead food. Eat you some fruit first. 2 things. That's all I ask. 2. Don't eat if you're not hungry. And if you do get hungry, eat fruit first. And then maybe an hour or 2 later, eat you some food, right? But you're going to realize that the fruit satisfied your hunger. And that, I'm not really hungry anymore right now. It will shock the mess out of you if you actually connected to your body. If you actually paid attention to your body. And these 2 things are going to help you connect with your body. Going to help you help you practice listening to your body. If you can listen to your body, magic, real transformation is going to happen in your life. Then hungry will be a thing of the past. So fast. Okay? 2 things, y'all. And I'm about to hop off. But these are 2 things. And when I hopped on here, I wasn't even going to give you any homework. So I know I'm led to do it. I know that this is the best way to get you to connect with this. Because sometimes when you got so much food and so much parasites and mucus and disease and all of this stuff in your toxins in your body, it's hard to think about not eating. Because they controlling your brain, right? So all I'm asking you to do is don't eat if you're not hungry. And when you do get hungry in the morning. So just think about just when you wake up. Just think about when you wake up. So we're starting from a morning. All right. So this evening where you are. So when you wake up in the morning, if you're not hungry, don't eat anything. Water, you can never go wrong with water, right? But bring a piece of fruit with you. That's another thing. It's about being prepared too. Because some of y'all gonna leave home, you're gonna go to work and don't got no food on you, but there's a McDonald's right in the building that you work at. And guess what? Them parasites gonna be like, let's go get us some fries. You're not gonna be able to fight it because you're not that, it's hard. Especially if you don't have a why. You gotta know your why too, right? So bring some fruit with you. Bring some grapes. Bring an apple. Bring some kind of banana. I don't care what it is. Okay. Right now we're just practicing and programming ourselves to break free from the conditioning that we were taught to do these things. Okay. What about bread? Bread has industrialized flours. It's one of the worst things you can eat. So eat it in moderation. It has gluten, it has industrialized flour, and it sends your insulin level, skyrockets your insulin level. Skyrocket your insulin level. If your insulin level skyrockets like that, it jeopardizes your whole body. It jeopardizes your whole body. You store fat, you hold on to fat that you don't want. It mess with your brain. Creates fog here. It creates inflammation because your vessels start to swell up. It's one of the worst things you can eat, unfortunately. So eat it in moderation. So for me, I eat bread. Bread is not something that's like, oh, I'm never going to eat bread. Meat and dairy is that for me. Okay, meat and dairy is that for me. And I explained that earlier on. But bread is something that I eat just in moderation. My body don't crave bread like it used to. Man, my body used to crave donut. I was a bread addict. Okay, I was definitely a bread addict. Some bread? Yes, bread addict. Bread, you talking to a recovering bread addict. Donuts, toast. I love bread, right? Now I don't eat bread like that. I'm not going to eat bread in the morning. Definitely not going to eat bread in the morning. So if I eat bread, girl, donut, whew, just thinking about it, right? But if I eat bread, it's very strategic. If I eat bread, right? Like I'm definitely not going to eat in the morning, right? I'm always going to eat fruit in the morning. If I eat bread, I'm not gonna eat bread late at night. I'm not gonna eat bread late at night. I'm not gonna go to sleep with bread in my body. I'm not gonna do that to my body. I'm not gonna do that to my body. Because your body gonna work real hard. So if I eat bread, it'll oftentimes be like in the afternoon. It'll be in the afternoon. You do have your life in your palm. You absolutely do. Don't let this world fool you. Do not let this world fool you. There is a such thing as intuitive medicine. There is a such thing as intuitive medicine. Intuitive medicine. That means listening to your body and what your body is telling you, okay? I have no control, so I don't eat it at all, not even gluten-free. Good for you. I ain't mad. I am not mad at all. All right, so never found no one in Charlotte, North Carolina. You mean for the 6 months only? I wish that we had hair professionals everywhere, but we don't, and I don't control it because I don't control people wanting better for themselves. I don't control people's self-sabotaging ways, and I don't control people's financial situation. So I'm actually about to start doing a lot more to bring awareness to my hair growth methods, because I do teach hair professionals all over the world. Right now we have certified technicians in the United States and Canada. I'm going to start bringing more awareness to that. So hopefully we can get quite a bit of hair professionals in pretty soon. If you are a hair professional, DM me, because I have hair professionals I've sent 50 to 100 clients to. And there is no course on the planet, nowhere, that's going to send you clients. So if you know a hair professional, or if you would like hair growth, someone that can really navigate that journey of you getting to the hair growth that you want, on the external part, absolutely. Message me. All right, you guys. I love you so much. I'm honored that you're here. I hope you got some value. Share it with people. You guys are hopping on live and you're not even thinking about your family. You're not even thinking about your friends, and they struggling with the same issues that everybody else struggling with, right? So I just ask that when you come on live, just share it, because this is information that we don't know, and that will transform. It just will transform you, your family, your descendants. Like I talk my kids. Oh my God, thank you, God, for the sacred wisdom that I have, man. Oh my gosh, my kids, my sons are in the States. I'm in Bali, Indonesia. And my 15-year-old is like, he's fast. He's actually encouraging my brother to fast, who is a cancer survivor. So my 15-year-old pays attention to his body, and he be like, okay, I didn't eat, or I ate this much, or I ate too much here, boom, boom, I'm going to fast today. My oldest, he runs track in college. He knows about intermittent fasting. He knows how to break his fast so his cells operate and support him on that track to the highest potential. And then my 3-year-old daughter, she getting the best of it all. She actually with me during this time of me being enlightened. So she be fasting and don't even know she fasting. She be doing all kind of intermittent fasting and don't even know. She doesn't even know. So I'm training her body without her even having to use her mind. God, thank you. Who don't want to live here and be vital? So that's all, y'all. Comment, start, or go to my profile and click my subscription if you if you feel like you want to get in closer proximity for only $9.99. As this is my lifestyle and I talk about it a lot. All right. So let me see. I just want to make sure. These are spelt flour, sea salt, and water bread. It has to be kept in the freezer. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's better. Yeah, for sure. Yes, spelt flour is totally different than industrialized white flour, for sure. There are options. There are flourless options for bread, for sure. I just wanted to make sure, I saw a couple people say things. Me too, I have my control. Okay, thanks, beautiful people, family. Peace, love, and blessings. Have a great night rest, and do your homework. Okay? Bye.